This isn't just a metaphor, it's America's story under Trump's deportation policies. From day one, Trump vowed to purge immigrants he labeled leeches and threats. Over 600,000 people were deported. Industries imploded. Families shattered. Communities bled. But now, the U.S. is paying the price. Crops rot, hospitals beg, homes crumble, and Trump, he might just regret it. Today, we expose the 10 countries whose deported citizens left a void America can't fill. Which industries are collapsing? Why is Trump silent? And could this crisis destroy America's future? Number 3 will make your jaw drop. Section 1. How Trump's crackdown backfired. The promise versus the disaster. Trump swore to make America great again by deporting millions of illegals. ICE raids terrorized neighborhoods. DACA recipients, raised here since childhood, were shoved onto planes. But here's the twist. Immigrants weren't just stealing jobs, they were building America. They picked 75% of U.S. fruits and vegetables. They filled 1 in 4 healthcare jobs during COVID. They built 15% of new homes in 2020. When they vanished, America's backbone snapped. Section 2. The 10 countries Trump regrets deporting. 10. Mexico. The farm-to-table collapse. Trump called Mexicans bad hombres, but farmers called them lifelines. The California nightmare. In 2019, $15 million worth of strawberries rotted in fields. Growers pleaded, "No workers equal no food." The Texas paradox. GOP-led Texas begged for H-2A visas after deportations. Even Trump's allies admitted, "We need them." Hidden cost. Grocery prices spiked 27% for basics like lettuce and tomatoes. Families skipped fresh produce to afford rent. 9. Haiti. The elderly abandoned. Haitians dominated nursing homes and home care. Post-deportation? A grandma's tragedy. In Miami, 82-year-old Maria Lopez waited 3 hours for a nurse to help her to the bathroom. They deported the only person who cared. Her son cried. The national crisis. Over 12,000 nursing home beds sat empty by 2021. Hospitals paid $8,000 bonuses to hire replacements, but no one came. 8. El Salvador. The gang boom. Trump deported 4,000 Salvadorans as MS-13 members. Truth? Innocent targets. Carlos, a Maryland construction worker for 20 years, was deported in 2018. Back in El Salvador, gangs threatened his family. "I had to join or die," he told the BBC. The cycle. Deportees like Carlos swell gang ranks. Violence spiked 300%, fueling new migrant caravans to the U.S. 7. India. Silicon Valley's brain drain. Indian tech workers built Google, Microsoft, and Tesla. Trump's visa bans? The startup graveyard. In 2020, 132 AI startups folded after losing Indian founders. "We had to move to Bangalore," said ex-Silicon Valley CEO Raj Patel. China's gain. Beijing invested $50 billion in AI while U.S. labs starved. Trump handed China the future, warned a Pentagon report. 6. China. The education implosion. Chinese students funded 1 in 3 STEM programs at U.S. colleges. After Trump's bans, Harvard's loss. $350 million vanished from engineering departments. Labs closed. Research stalled. China's rise. Tsinghua University now rivals MIT. "Why study in America when they hate us?" said student Li Wei in 2021. 5. Guatemala. The meatpacking meltdown. Guatemalans were 40% of meatpacking workers. Their deportation? The bacon crisis. Smithfield Foods shut down 3 plants. Bacon prices hit $9 per pound, a 45-year high. The human toll. My husband was deported. "Now I work 2 jobs and still can't feed my kids," said Iowa's single mom Linda Carter. 4. Philippines. The hospital exodus. Filipino nurses were 30% of U.S. ICU staff. After Trump's crackdown, COVID's darkest hour. In NYC, 1 nurse cared for 15 patients during Delta. "We burned out. Many quit," said her nurse Rosa Santos. The global race. Australia and Canada offered fast-track visas. The US, still begging. Dramatic pause. But the most shocking country is next. 3. Nicaragua. The housing apocalypse. Nicaraguans build 1 in 5 U.S. homes. Deport them? Disaster. The Florida nightmare. After Hurricane Ian, 50,000 roofs needed repairs. But Nicaraguan roofers were gone. I lived in a FEMA trailer for 18 months, said retiree Bob Thompson. Rent madness. In Austin, a one-bedroom apartment hit $2,100/month. My grandkids can't afford to live here anymore, cried local Betty Lou. 2. Sudan. The spy game loss. Sudanese immigrants translated al-Qaeda chatter for U.S. troops. Deport them? Terror intel blackout. In 2022, the Pentagon admitted missing 60% of Somali terror plots without Sudanese linguists. We're flying blind, said a CIA agent. 1. Colombia. The drug war fail. Trump deported Colombians to stop cocaine. Result: fentanyl flood. Mexican cartels hired deported Colombians to make synthetic drugs. Overdoses hit 110,000 deaths in 2022, a record. The ultimate irony: Trump helped cartels innovate, said DA agent Mark Hernandez. Section 3. The bigger picture. Trump's legacy. Economic loss. The Cato Institute estimates deportations cost $400 billion in GDP. Global humiliation. The U.S. now ranks #15 in healthcare quality, below Costa Rica. A nation divided. Rural towns like Storm Lake, Iowa, lost 20% of their population. Main Street is dead, said Mayor Mike Porsche. Does Trump regret it? He'll never apologize. But America's pain is undeniable. Farmers starve. Seniors suffer. Tech falters. And the world watches as China rises, cartels thrive, and U.S. power fades. Call to action. Was Trump right? Or did he destroy America's future? Fight in the comments. Subscribe, because next week we reveal 5 more countries begging immigrants to return. Smash the bell or miss the truth.